All right, we are live. It's gonna, as it takes a couple seconds here to do its thing. Chicken wing. Dun dun dun. If you're on here with us, bear with us. We're gonna be starting to do our songs and stories with Dave O'Connor. We're just both getting a little bit dialed in here as well. Hi, Dory. I love you so much. I love our interactions. All right. Looks like we're styling and profiling here. Um,
Can you see it? Oh, yeah, you can see it. Okay. How'd you get to that? I
and
can't get to it. I'm on Jen's page. Oh, there I am. There she is. Oh, I gotta turn that. I gotta shut the volume down. Okay.
the tech
There.
part of this is always so
Okay.
much fun.
Yeah, it is. There's Dave Botwood. British Dave. Cool.
Hi, Jennifer. Hi, David. Hey, Patricia. So you guys can see us. You're like, why are you guys so quiet? We're trying to get our tech dialed in here. Um, I think they, I think they like changed the share settings. Who knows? I swear, I think Facebook changes everything. There we go. Okay. All right. Dave O'Connor, how you doing? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can't hear you. This is not good. Can you
Uh-oh.
hear me? Shake your head yes or no. Yes, but for some reason I cannot hear you. We is it accurate that we do not have? Hi Dan. Do we have audio on Dave? Am I the only one that does not have audio on him? Oh, there we go.
Can
Okay.
every can everybody hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, but I need to change. Hang on one second. I'm a pro. Trust me.
Oh, all right. Patty can hear both of us. She's sitting right here, and she has her earbuds in from your page.
Wow. Stanley.
Dog.
Okay, I think we're good. Dave, you got me?
Are we good?
All
Are we
right.
good then? Yes, I hear you loud and clear.
Oh, yes. Yes, good stuff. All right. Thank you for bearing with us. We had a little bit of a hiccup here. Everybody says you guys can hear Dave. Now I can finally hear Dave. Life is good. And you guys can hear the dog. Stanley always starts barking as soon as we start going, which is he's like, I gotta have a voice in this, Mama. It's very important to me. So I am Jen Lowe. This is my really good friend Dave O'Connor, and this is Songs and Stories. We do this on Saturday nights. This is the fourth episode. I'm very excited about this. Thanks for
Very
joining
cool.
us. Thanks for joining us, Dave. You already did your Quarren tour number 8 this afternoon.
Eight, the Ocho.
That's awesome.
Yes,
That's super awesome. And how'd that go? How was this afternoon for you?
it was good. I try to do some new stuff every week, and I always pepper a couple of cover songs in there. And I had a good turnout today, and people have been enjoying it, I think. And
Yes.
it's a lot of fun to do, and it's nice to have people checking it out.
Yeah. So, a little information about Dave, if you don't know much about him. Dave and I met through Kevin Griffin, right?
Yeah.
That's an accurate statement. So I
Yes,
do
it is.
some, yeah. So I do some touring with a gentleman by the name. I don't know if he's a gentleman, but he's close. With a guy named Kevin Griffin. No, he's a gem. He is the lead singer of a band called Better Than Ezra. Remember that? Whoa, it was good living with you. Whoa. Anyway, so a little tribute to Better Than Ezra and Kevin. And so I met Dave through touring with Kevin, and we just kind of we hit it off, and we've been good friends ever since. So yay! It's been how many years? I want to say like
Mm,
a good,
Five-ish, maybe more.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And Dave's been amazing as I've toured around the country, and he's coming to us from New York. So you live in New York City. I've stayed at Dave's place before. He's very generous with his couch, and it's been awesome. Um, and so as I've toured, he's come to concerts, and we've supported each other musically. And I've stayed on his couch in New York, and it's pretty awesome. So, Dave, besides music, because we're going to get into that, tell us a little bit about your life in total. I know you live in
Yeah.
down.
I live in Manhattan, and I work at I'm an anesthetist at Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center, and so I like to say that I pass gas for a living, and but I'm also a PhD researcher, and I just had a publication published in a hepatobiliary surgical journal on the anesthesia technique we. Damn.
Stanley approves. He's like all about that. Apparently, somebody is walking down the road in my neighborhood, and that's forbidden in Stanley's land. So,
Can't do that. Can't
well,
do that.
congratulations. I
No,
know. I mean, I'm kind of known as a dumb drummer, so I know that's a big deal. So, how long ago was that published?
it was published on April 23rd, and that was the topic of my dissertation, which I finished, successfully defended 2 years ago. So it was a long time in the making, and I'm now what? So that's where I'm at. Well, when I say now what, we're dealing with the COVID pandemic, so it's everything's sort of on hold. So what's next is gonna follow whenever we get back to whatever normal is after all of this.
How is it affecting? I mean, obviously, I think one of my favorite things is where people say we're all in the same ocean but in different ships. So it's the same storm but different boats. So how's your boat faring this storm? What's happening for you in your
Uh,
world?
well, I'm fortunate. I work at a cancer center, so technically, our surgeries are all emergent. We're saving lives in elective cases. So we ramped down so that we could accommodate a spike in ICU need as dictated by the governor
Mm-hmm.
of New York. We all the hospitals in New York had to increase their capacity to accommodate what was anticipated as this in anticipation of the pandemic and
Mm-hmm.
ICU needs. So we shut down 21 operating rooms and turned them into 42 ICUs beds. And fortunately, we weren't. It wasn't. It never came to fruition that we needed to use them. We had used the capacity in other floors in the hospital. So now we're sort of not ramping. I wouldn't say ramping up, but we've been increasing our what you could argue are elective cases, but our still cancer surgeries have started to kick up again.
Mm-hmm.
So where I work, my boat, we were on the front lines. Yes, I did the first COVID positive case at Memorial with a colleague of mine, and with the donning and doffing of all the stuff, and I was sweating my ass off, and but with the proper precautions, it's easy not to get this. So, but other hospitals are really inundated with the positive patients that are being flipped prone every 15 minutes. It's really it's a real thing, despite what many people in this country think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. and you're seeing it firsthand. So
Yeah.
yeah. I will say there's a lot of people watching right now, which is awesome. And I'm not going to turn this into a COVID-19 question and answer for Dave because Dave's an amazing musician and I want him to play some songs for us. That being said, if you guys do have questions for Dave, you want to hear him play something that you know his music. His band is called Star Code. They're awesome. Dave's a great bass player. He's an awesome songwriter, superhuman, and obviously multi-talented and very bright individual. So, but yeah, if you want to ask Dave a question, I'll try to shuffle the questions your way. And if you want to ask me like drummer questions, I can answer those. So, or I think I can.
I think Jen is downplaying her badassness.
Aw.
She does a lot of great things. You do the Blue Devil thing. I mean, you're a badass in your own right, and it's such an honor to be here on this. Not that I never thought this would happen, but I was, quietly hoping that I would get an invite, and I just can't. I'm just couldn't be happier that I'm here tonight.
I'm so
sharing
happy.
the stage with you.
I'm so happy you're here. This whole idea started with I started I've always loved interviewing people. I've always loved the interaction. I think music is like it's the universal language, right? And it's something that connects us on many, many levels. And so many people are messaging me and saying, "Hey, I want to come do this with you." So that makes me feel so good. Next week, I'm actually going to host Kevin Lawson, and he and I go way back to the Georgia days, and he's a certified ninja as well. So again, I tell this to everybody. You messaged me and you're like, "Hey, I totally want to do this," and I was like, "Heck yeah, let's make that happen." So if you want to do a songs and stories with me, just send me. My email is, go to my website, email me. I'm on social media. I'm pretty easy to find. Yeah, and as far as like you mentioned, you mentioned Blue Devils and this kind of thing. It affects everybody. Like they had to cancel their season. All of drum corps had to cancel their season, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah.
With it's going to be really interesting to see what happens with them and that whole side of the music world with marching band and indoor drum line and drum corps and all that kind of stuff, because it requires a lot of people very close together for most of the year. So it's going to be an interesting thing. So, with that being said, speaking of music, you think maybe that you could play us a song?
Oh, there's a guitar.
Hey, look at that! Boom!
You can play a song.
What are you gonna play? What's your first song you're gonna play for us?
The first song I'm gonna play for you is it's a song called "I Know," and it appears on the last Star Code album, which is embarrassingly it's embarrassing to say it came out a long time ago. I don't even want to say how long ago. We recorded it in Winnipeg with Dale Penner was the producer, and this is the first song I sent him when I was thinking, we should get back in the studio. And so this is called I Know.
Awesome.
Cool. Saying tomorrow I will have to know. Is it goodbye? Is it goodbye? I wake up sweating and I think I know. Am I gonna be alone? Am I gonna be alone? And you think I would have shown? I can't say it will be better this time. This time it will be better. No more screaming down the phone. Now I'm drinking all alone. This time I can't remember. Was it me? I can't tell you, I don't want it, but I don't recall, I don't. And I can't see the way you're looking, it was me, who knows, I know. The sun is rising, but it seems so slow. It will never be the same. It will always be this way. Behind the curtains, I am sure it's light, but I haven't got the will. Will I ever have the might? And you think I would have shown? I can't say it will be better this time. This time it will be better. No more screaming down the phone. Now I'm drinking all alone. This time I can't remember. Was it me? I can't tell you, I don't want it, but I don't recall. I don't. And I can't see the way you're looking. It was me, who knows, I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. And you think I would have shown? I can't see it will be better this time. This time it will be better. No more screaming down the phone. Now I'm drinking all alone. This time I can't remember. Was it me? I can't tell you, I don't want it, but I don't recall. I don't. And I can't see, yeah, the way you're looking. It was me, who knows, I know. I know. Was it me? Yeah, I can't tell you, I don't want it, but I don't recall. I don't. And I can't see the way you're looking. It was me, who knows, I know.
Yay!
Cool.
You guys can do the clap, the clapping thumbs up, the hearts and emojis and all that kind of stuff for Dave. So I'm gonna take a second. There's everybody's like going crazy with the comments, which is awesome. They're all rooting you on from my end.
Oh, cool. Cool.
So
They're probably feeling bad because my voice is so hoarse.
dude, you sound
Oh my
awesome.
God. Okay.
Hush. Yeah, no, there's no self-deprecation here.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. So your brother's on. Hi, Dan. Hi, Hank. Good to see you on here. Hi, Christopher. Kevin Pinson. Holy cow. Good to see you. Hey, Sean. How are you doing? I hope you're well. T Rose. Hello. Hey, Todd. I'm waving back. Let's see. Timothy, Christopher Allen Yates. Yates, you got to come do one of these with me. Please say yes. I know you're going to say yes. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Eric. Hi, Jeffrey. Hi, Jerry Crystal. Hi, Scott. Hi, Joe. Hi, Dory. I already said hi to you. That's twice now. Hi, Patricia. Hi, Greg. Hi, Joseph. Yes, Jerry,
Wow, you got
I
some people
appreciate.
on.
Yeah,
You got some
everybody's
peeps.
rocking this. Yeah, Jerry Crystal. A lot of people from the Northeast, and I heard it's snowing in West Hartford. So holy cow, bless your little hearts. Oh my goodness, Richard Clareman. That's awesome. If you're still watching, so I played golf with my dad today, and my dad kicked my butt. He's 81, and I'm 48, and he annihilated me today, like world domination. It was like mercy, no mercy. And the reason I bring this up is because Richard Clareman is a friend of mine in New York City, and I got to go golfing with him at Bayonne Country Club. And one of my favorite pictures of all time is him carrying my bag down, like down the streets of New York City, like right by the financial district. I gotta find that picture and repost that. Richard, if you're still watching, I hope you're well. I haven't seen you in a long time. Hank, hello. Susie Reed, hello. Carol, hello. Donna Devaney, what's going on? Stay warm, stay healthy. Yeah, wow, you guys are awesome. John Robbins, what up? So yeah,
Cool.
so cool, so cool. I love doing these. I totally love doing these. I love that song too.
Thanks.
Yeah,
That's it's cool too. It's fun to play,
we
and
need
always
to.
gets people moving.
Yeah, we need to make a promise that we're gonna like play some music together. Whether you
Yeah.
know, like maybe you play bass and I play guitar and your brother plays drums. The power trio.
Yeah. Yeah. Damn. That would be totally hot.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Okay. Me too.
I'm sure Danny's in.
All right.
I'm sure
We gotta twist his arm. Not too hard though, because he still has to drum. My sister Valerie's on. What's up, Val? Hi, John. Yeah, you guys are awesome. So, I got to release a new song last Sunday. I hadn't recorded in a long time either, and there's so much good that's come out from quarantine. Yeah, quarantine.
The video is fantastic.
Thank you.
I
I'm
just
super
love it.
proud of
Yeah.
it. I have like 20 hours into that because it was a learning process as well as creating at the same time. And the my friends, it's all my friends up in Connecticut, and my friend Jeff Belcher, he's like, let's do another one. So we're gonna talk, and I have a whole bunch of songs that I haven't recorded yet. So we're gonna make an executive decision, and I'll put another video together. So Dan says yes.
Cool.
By the way, he says
All
we're
right.
in. So that's the power trio. Yeah, I'll just have to figure out how to make that happen
O'Connor,
as soon as we're allowed
Lowe,
to hang
O'Connor,
out.
and O'Connor.
Hello. That sounds like
Make it
law
sound like a
offices.
law firm.
Yeah. That's fine. That's fine.
Or we could do LOL.
There you go. There you go. So I guess I'm gonna play one that's still this is still a work in progress. But I feel like it's funny. I'm kicking up these not older. This is not an old song. This is a newer song. But I'm kicking it up, and as I'm going through it, I'm like, wow, it's appropriate. Like it's like I can see the future because I wrote this before all this stuff was happening. But then now I feel like it's appropriate. It's called End of Our Rope. So, and let me know if I need to turn anything up or down, or if I'm spiking anybody. So here we go. A bullet don't got a name on it. A frame don't got a face in it. Your love don't got no faith in it. And we're at the end of this road. Peace will come for those who pray for it. Fear will come for those who hate on it. Rolling in the wind with a tortured sail, and we're at the end of our rope. Oh, into the unknown. Oh, whoa, into the unknown. Whoa, it's where we find our home. The sky don't got no ceiling on it. Your brain don't got no feeling in it. Search your soul for your happiness before you find the end of your rope. Whoa, into the unknown. Oh, whoa, into the unknown. Whoa, it's where we find our home. Life is when we breathe into it. Love is when we lean into it. Grab a hold with all you got before you lose the end of your rope. Whoa, into the unknown. Oh, whoa, into the unknown. Whoa, it's where we find our home. It's where we find our home into the unknown. It's where we find our home.
Yeah. Yeah.
The crowd goes, wow.
Sounds great.
Thanks, Patricia. I appreciate that. Thank you. Oh, my sister's watching. My sister Stephanie's watching, and I see that you guys are trying to name the band already, which is totally cool.
The Lou. The Lou.
The Lowe. The Lowe. I had dogs growing up. First I had a little dog named Mindy, and then the second dog her name was Lulu. And we used to call her the Lowe. THELU. The Lowe. That's a good band name, the Lowe. The Lowe.
It is.
I need to go see the Lowe.
Where are you going? I'm going to the
I'm
Lou.
going to the Lowe. Done. I can already see the graphics. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's limitless.
So, are you in New York City right now? Where are you currently? Where are you broadcasting
am,
from?
Judging from what's behind me, you would think I was in New Mexico or somewhere in the Southwest, but I'm not. I'm in Catskill, New York, and I have a very close friend that lives here, and so I've been coming up here on weekends. And she's under quarantine.
Mm-hmm.
Not quarantine. I know she's respecting the governor's mandate to work from home, so she's been coming with me to the city to work from my place.
Got it.
We spend our week in Manhattan and our weekends up here.
Got it.
And we try not to go out at all when we're up here because we don't want to make anybody angry.
Yeah.
Bringing the COVID to the Catskill.
The Rona.
Yeah.
Yeah, we call it the Rona around these parts. No Rona. I've been doing absolutely everything I can to try to protect myself and those around me. And my parents are actually here right now. They're in the other room listening, or I think they are. I mean, who knows? They might be having technical difficulties, but I'm not going to go help them right now. But they're here, and I've tried to, my dad and I try to go play golf once a week because I think the sunshine and the exercise really helps him and just gets him outside. And like today, I mean, seriously, he just dominated and killed me, kicked my butt. No mercy. I mean, no, Dad, can I have this putt? No.
He gave up. You're not going to win. He's not going to let you win anymore.
No.
He did that. Been there, not happening anymore.
No. Yeah. He just killed me. So it's fun though. I'd like to have a little game, a little competition. It's good.
But it's funny though. I walk to work. I'm about a mile from my hospital, and I walk in, and in the morning I wear a mask. It's the rules. So we wear them when we walk out when we're walking around the building in the elevator and stuff. And at the hour I go to work, there's not many people on the street, so I usually take it off until I get close to where my hospital is where all the other hospitals are on the Upper East Side. So there's a lot of people around, and we pop it back on. And but coming home, at normal business hours, it's when businesses are closed or whatever, but people are out, especially when it's warm. And it's always amazing to me, or it is amazing to me, how many people are not wearing masks or are wearing them wrong. And the same thing up here in Catskill. I think there's an element of separation from the hot spots that people who live in areas where they're not that much affected are acting like there's nothing going on, and it's just a matter of time. I had a friend today who texted me a diatribe of frustration because she lives up in this area further north than me, where I am right now, that is, and they're starting to see the positive results for the COVID, and it's just hasn't gotten here yet, and it's going to. And if people are acting the way they're acting, it's the second wave is coming. And I don't want to be doomsday naysayer and all that, but I just feel like, as a nation, we're not doing what's in our best interest.
Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of in one of those places, right? So I live in Lake County, Florida, and it's the middle of nowhere. And so, and we also, it's very warm here all the time, and the sun is always shining, so it's this mentality that we feel protected maybe from, because of those things, because we're not around. I mean, I've done shelter in place. I've been, the last time that you saw me on February
Yeah.
29th.
Yeah. I was going to say, when was that? It was right before then.
Yes, I mean that
Yeah.
we did that I did the concert in Hartford, and then we came back here, and I was sick. I haven't been tested, but I really think I already had it. I think I definitely had COVID, because I had all the symptoms, and it took a while to get over it. But I've essentially, with the exception of going out, taking my dad golfing, like my groceries are delivered, like, I don't really, and we're kind of right now, especially in Florida, we're sort of free to move about, right? They're opening up
Yeah.
restaurants there. So yeah. And then like we discussed a little bit earlier, I try to just take in information as innocently as I can.
Yeah. Yeah.
uh, but yeah, Dory, I probably gave it to you. In fact, I'm pretty sure I did give it to Dory. Um, but not intentionally, innocently. I gave it innocently. But it's like, it's funny, we were talking about this. Like, I watched something and then I passed it on to a couple friends, and I didn't even give an opinion. I just said, "Hey, what do you think of this?" And it, like, my phone was like blowing up. I was like, I didn't even give an opinion. I was just like, "What do you think?" It's just,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
we're
It's funny that,
fragile times, man. Fragile times
yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
was actually tested yesterday for both the COVID and the antibodies, and I'm negative for both.
Mm.
Results came back this morning. So I, like you, thought I had it. I had like I didn't have all the symptoms, but I had an odd, you know, couple of days or a day and a half that was just, I just wasn't myself. And I
Mm-hmm.
thought, well, maybe that was it. Because I had just been in England. I was in London in January. I gave some talks in the Bahamas in December. I do a lot of traveling.
Yeah.
So I thought, well, how could I have not been exposed to it? But
Sure.
apparently, you know,
Yeah,
I
and
just
it's the same thing. I
haven't yet.
I travel a lot as well, and yeah, so I mean, maybe I haven't had it. Sure, it sure seemed like I did. I haven't been tested, so I could
Yeah,
go.
I was kind of disappointed when my antibodies came back negative. But
Aw.
when you're just having antibodies doesn't mean you're immune. So I had 30% of my staff out at one point with the coronavirus, and the folks that all of them survived thankfully and came back to work, which is good. Putting a body in every room is
Yeah.
important when you're delivering anesthesia, and but they feel like they're invincible, and I'm not convinced that they are.
Mm,
There's no, we just don't have the data. We don't know what happens when you get re-exposed.
right.
So
Yeah. I know there's a lot
anyway,
of whoa into the unknown. We just don't know. We just don't know. It's just,
I know
that's the
we don't
thing.
know. We really don't know.
And you
And
hear
everybody's
so
saying what's going to happen. No,
right.
just don't know.
Yeah. And that's the thing, is it's like you hear so much from so many different sources, and um it's like, and also just the way that it depends on also what channel you're watching on, and how things can be skewed, and it can
Exactly.
be very confusing, overwhelming, incite a lot of fear, and so I'm glad we're friends, and I'm glad we can have a conversation like this. So uh
You're listening to if you hear something you think it's true, you should do some. It doesn't take much to do. Even a Google search will debunk a lot of what's being said out there, and that would behoove everyone who's sort of taken a stance to keep an open mind.
yeah,
And there's nothing wrong with listening to facts, but you have to know that they're facts.
I do have a question. I'm gonna ask a question, and then I'm gonna ask you to play another song for sure, because that's why we're here.
Okay.
So the most recent thing that I've heard is that if you go into a hospital, and they diagnose you with COVID 19, that hospital automatically receives $13,000, and then if they put you on a ventilator, that they get an additional $30,000. Do you know if that's true or false? And they're saying it's skewing the numbers.
I haven't heard that.
Mm.
I don't know that if
Okay.
that's true or not. I know
Okay.
that I can only speak for my hospital.
Mm-hmm.
We, some I don't if my knee jerk reaction is that that probably makes the hospital eligible for funding, but there's a process to make that happen,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not automatic. And I'm not sure how that would skew the numbers. People walk into hospitals and they're either tested positive or negative.
Mm-hmm.
So, my knee jerk reaction is probably not. And if that hospital is applying for more funds based on the number of COVID positive cases they have, then they
Mm-hmm.
probably deserve them.
Oh yeah, I'm
Because
not
it
saying.
takes a lot
Yeah, I
of
wouldn't.
power and
Yeah.
supplies. Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying, but I don't see how that, the numbers are skewed by a number of things, not the least of which is as tests become available, we're going to have more positive results because people are being tested,
Right. Right.
and, with the bottom line is the number of people that are dying from this. And that number isn't skewed. Actually, it can be skewed because it depends on whether or not they're reported and what's being reported. If someone dies in their house, that's not happening,
Right.
or it doesn't make the numbers. And that's when I say we won't know what's really happened here for another who knows how many years. It's because we have to wait for the dust to settle on all these things that we can't account for right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know that didn't answer your question.
No, no. And that's another thing is that we don't know. I don't know if that's true or
There's
not.
so many variables. I'm sure there is funding of it. They've made funds available for hospitals that are like Elmhurst is just inundated right now. And New York Presbyterian across the street from where I'm working is just, they are not doing any cases. They're just taking care of patients that have this.
Yeah.
And New York City was a hot spot. Yes, our numbers are coming down, but we're still high.
Yeah.
And and that wave is moving upstate. But the hospitals that are being hit the hardest, they need the biggest supplies, and they I'm sorry,
That's okay.
I'm distracted. And they have to be able to take care of these patients, and if you don't have the supplies and the money that buys it, it's just what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
It just can't be done. So that's why if you heard it, it's probably founded, but I just don't know the details.
Sure. Well, I want to say thank you to you, for being on the front lines and for doing what you're doing. And it takes a lot of guts, and it's very brave, and it's incredibly honorable. So thank you. I'm sure a lot of people here on this feed and in your life, I hope they thank you all the time. So for real, it's much appreciated.
I mean, I'm not above the fray. I do go in and do these cases, and I think like I said before, it's easy not to get it if you're wearing the outfits.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so limited, and we're using things, and that so far it's working. I'm evidence of that because I'm negative, and I've been in the fray of this since March.
Yeah.
So what we're hearing from the CDC is you reuse these things, and as long as you're, following the guidelines and the checklists and taking care of each other, then you're in good shape. And like I said, I'm evidence of that.
Yeah. Well, you're also
let me play a song.
Yeah, you're also a robot because I've seen how many miles you can run. So
that's my therapy. We didn't even talk about my therapy.
Yeah, we'll get to that next. But before, give us a little music. Give us a little music therapy.
All right. So this song is called. This is on. So my band is Star Code, but before we were Star Code, we were a band called Martley, and we changed the name to Star Code. We had some member changes. There was some legal issues, and we just had to make a change. So, but on one of our previous albums, the album is called 13, and it's under the band name Martley, Martly. There's a song called Smile, and I'm gonna play that for you.
Yay! I'm already smiling.
Smile, caught you smiling at me. Don't even want to know why. just smile. Breathe. I saw you breathing. Nothing in the world is better than watching you breathe. Talk, saying things to you, and I know you. Don't you know me too? Cry, you caught me crying. Ride my swing and you'll be crying too. Help, won't you help me be? Help me act like things to you, and I know you. Don't you know me too? Try to wrap my fingers on it, make her play a better tone, it got you down or even burn it. Can't you see I can't get off it tight? I am dying. All of my love to you, I've set you free. Don't saying things to you, and I know you. Don't you know me too? Talk, saying things to you, and I know you. Don't you know me too? Don't you know me too? Don't you know me too? Don't you know me?
Yeah. You got a couple of people here that were saying that's one of their favorite songs. Bob Wagner said.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, he said.
Bob.
Yeah, and
That's cool.
my Uncle Jimmy. Uncle Jimmy's watching. That's awesome. Hi, Uncle Jimmy. We got to play some golf soon, please. We can stay 6 feet apart. So I love that song. That's a good song.
Great. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you. I love playing it, and people like hearing it, I think. So it's cool.
awesome.
It's a good. It's not a very happy topic, but it's good. It sounds like it's a happy topic. And if you don't listen too close, you can't go wrong.
Um, I was gonna say we were talking about how you're a robot earlier, and because you run like crazy amounts and lots of miles, and that's awesome. By the way, like I got into running for a good year when I was running on the treadmill. I don't have very good knees, and so I don't really want to run on pavement, but I have been walking 3 miles every day, and then my sister just got a bike, stationary bike that you can do the spin classes on. So I've done 2 spin classes, and I really enjoy that. So I've been taking good care and drinking the Mexican wine.
Mexican wine. I think that's the best. That's the best for you.
I think that's like the cure to COVID right there. Don't quote me on that, but my own personal.
It's better than drinking bleach.
And sticking flashlights down our throats.
Yeah. Yeah. No, my sister got me into running. She's 9 years younger than me, and she spent a summer living on my couch, the couch you're familiar with, and she was doing an internship. She's a veterinarian who in New Jersey now, and she was a runner. And at the time, I was, doing a lot of shows with the band, and I had smoked a little in college, and then I didn't smoke, and then I was smoking again. And she got me into running, and you can't do both.
Yeah.
So because of her, I did the marathon 4 times in New York,
Wow.
and now I do it. I didn't win, didn't win, um, but I did finish. So that's a thing,
That's winning.
and I think
Yeah.
that's winning. Yeah, right. You have to define winning, I guess.
Yeah.
But really, for me, I run before work in the morning. It's quiet, it's serene. There are raccoons. I saw a fox the other day in Central Park. That's when I think, and that's what gets me through life, I guess.
I think it's,
So
like look, I'm not in the medical field obviously, but I do think that there's something to be said for exercise and just getting outside and taking that walk, taking
sure.
that run, all that stuff. So, yeah, I did a 5K last year, so woohoo. That's my first
Woo!
5K. And I finished ninth in my age group. So I was okay with that.
Damn.
Yeah, I was all
Yeah.
right with that. It was my first one. But I get it now as far as like the running thing. I totally understand the addiction to it and why you can get addicted to it. Uh,
Oh, for sure.
yeah.
For sure.
Um, your friend Bob said, I drank many bloodies waiting for you to pass during a marathon. I was exhausted.
Yes. Yeah. That guy Bob. We had one of the
Kudos,
marathons I ran.
kudos, kudos, Bob.
We had a party at my place, and he had to start an IV in me afterwards, so that I could. The rule was I couldn't start drinking the Bloody Marys until I peed. So you dehydrated when you finish a marathon. So
Mm-hmm.
Bob gave me a couple of liters IV, and then I was good to go.
Nice.
So thanks, Bob, for all you
What
do.
are friends for?
That's right.
That's awesome. And then
What are you gonna play, Jen?
I'm gonna do another song that's tied to a rope. It's called Swing or Choke. This is like uh my theme for the night are ropes, apparently. I just realized that as I was about to play this, but this is from my first record, produced by a really good friend of mine. His name's Tim Akers, and it's I don't think I've ever revealed this before, but at the time my friends Joel and Sally were married, and this song is about them. They don't even know that. I've never said that out loud, and so maybe they know that now. I love them. I love who they are as humans. They're not together anymore, but I still love them equally, and they're both killing it and doing awesome. So, apparently my sister and Dory are happy I'm going to play this song. So, yeah. It's called Swing or Choke. Quiet day in June, stole away your love from you. Sat you down on a foreign couch in a foreign town. He pulled out his guitar, she sang with him just like a star. You listened and you knew they were bigger than the two of you. Sometimes a city with all the hope becomes a hopeless city where the fallen angels go, and all she gives you is plenty of rope. So you could swing on out of here, or you could choke. Said, come on, baby, let's get in the car. Get you out of here. We don't have to go very far. But he never found it in him to trust in God. Without a heaven, there can be no love. Sometimes a city with all the hope becomes a hopeless city where the fallen angels go, and all she gives you is plenty of rope. You could swing on out of here, or you could choke. You could swing on out of here, or you could choke. siren goes by on a quiet day. Only guitar you hear is the one that she plays. As for that day in June when life was so brand new, it sits an empty couch in old familiar town. Sometimes a city with all the hope becomes a hopeless city where the fallen angels go, and all she gives you is plenty of rope. And you could swing on out of here, or you could choke. You could swing on out of here, or you could choke. You could swing on out of here, or you could choke.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Very cool.
Thank you. Yeah, that's from my first record. So I'm trying to like go back into the archives as I do these and play things that I haven't played in a while. So
Yeah, I've rediscovered a lot of my old stuff these
yeah,
last few weeks. You know, I've done 8 shows, and it's so cool to go back and
it is.
revisit stuff you haven't played in so long.
Yeah,
Cool.
it totally is. So we have a couple more minutes, and I would love for you to play one more song before we take off. And
Okay.
I try to keep this right to an hour, so we don't wear people out, and we keep them wanting more. Uh, Thank you guys for showing up. We really appreciate you being here. If you're feeling it, there's Venmo and PayPal. Not required, but always appreciated. Spreading the love that way. And Dave's gonna take us out. Dave, where can somebody find your music if they want to download, some Star Code or first rendition of songs?
Yeah. Our so there's 2 bands, Martley, Martly. You can get us on iTunes. You can get us on. We're on Spotify and all popular, streaming media. A lot of our stuff is on YouTube. We have a couple of videos there too, Star Code and Martley.
Okay, cool.
So that's where.
Yeah, make sure.
Thanks, Jen, for having me.
Absolutely, it's my pleasure. I'm honored to have you here. Thanks, Dave, for showing up. Thanks all my friends and family for hanging out with us. It's certainly amazing. I love doing these. I'll be back next Saturday with Kevin Lawson, who is a certified ninja as well. And and make sure you go check out Dave's music and play one more.
Yeah. Okay. So this song is called "Wonder Me," and it's been getting some positive feedback for the shows that I've been playing during the day on Saturdays. And Star Code has a number of songs recorded. We haven't released anything yet, and right now we're working on a cover song to release as a video on Facebook and YouTube. So once all this is done, hopefully we can get everybody motivated to have all these songs mastered and released. But this is called "Wonder Me," and it's not. You can't get it anywhere right now, but here on Jen's website.
You get it right here.
Right here, right now. Why can't you see the little things, the hints beneath? Why can't you see the incredible? Wonder me, and now, why does it seem, despite being in front of me, I'm reaching out, not feeling anything but the air I need. Please help me explain what I did and didn't say. Welling up behind my green eyes, there's a tidal wave of selfish pain. Hold on, I'm not invincible. Hold on, I'm resigned and dismayed. Hold on, I didn't mean I'm the tragedy I create. Why can't you see the little things, the hints beneath? Why can't you see the ever-changing dynamic? Please help me today, 'cause yesterday's so far away. Creeping up is this disguise, and I'm on display. I'm easy prey. Hold on, I'm not invincible. Hold on, I'm resigned and dismayed. Hold on, I didn't mean to hurt no one, and I'm not the dynamite. I'm the tragedy I create. You could say I'm anything if alone. You could say I'm anywhere but where I belong. Hold on, I'm not invincible. Hold on, I'm resigned and dismayed. Hold on, I didn't mean to hurt no one, and I'm not the one to be. I'm the tragedy I create. Woo.
I love the I'm the tragedy I create. How true
Yeah,
is
I
that?
am.
That's awesome.
Aren't we all?
100%. Yes.
Very
100.
cool.
100%. Dave, thank you so much. This has been so much fun. I love just getting a chance to hang out with you. Like it's
I know, this
so
is great.
good. Yeah, it's so good. So yeah, you guys can do the clapping emojis or the thumbs up or the hearts or whatever. Give it up for Dave. He's amazing. He's on the front lines. We thank him times a billion. And thank you guys so much for hanging out. Oh, is that Donna or
kittens.
who's that?
This is Todd.
Todd and Donna?
Todd.
Is that right?
And Margot.
Margot. Todd and Margot.
Awesome. Why is the carpet wet, Todd? I don't know, Margot. Anyway, we got Todd here. I don't know where Margot is.
They have cats.
Thanks so much for having me.
Are you kidding me? Please.
Jen Lowe is the badass.
Please stay safe and healthy. And this is going to live on my Facebook page, and I'm also going to put it onto my YouTube page so you guys can watch it again and check everything out and listen to Dave's song. So, all right. I will talk to you soon for sure, Dave.
All right.
Love you, my brother.
All right. Great, Jen. Thanks a lot.
Talk to you guys.
Love ya.
Be safe, everyone.